Happy Monday, everybody. Hope everybody is having a great day. I want to apologize because I tried to get this to stream to Facebook too via StreamYard, and for some reason, StreamYard was not having it. It's very, very challenging. So today, it's just me and YouTube. So, how's everybody's Monday go? Hope everybody had a wonderful day. I had a good day. Wasn't very exciting. Hello, everybody. But Jeff and Jaden are out at Lake Road and think they're mowing. Jeff is doing good. He's out at Lake Road. I think he felt really accomplished getting some of those posts out when we went out there the other day. And now he's talking about I'm going to, I think he's going to rent the machine that Jade has. I think he's going to do that soon and start on the fencing. So it's very exciting. Lots of cool things going on. We're excited. So Jaden went out there with him. The dog's in his crate because I knew if Jeff wasn't home, he would probably be a turkey and the service sauce. So I threw him in his crate. And he's perfectly content. So that's a good thing. He may start barking, and if he does, I apologize. Oh, Abby, where are you? You said it's a good freezing Tuesday morning. Hello, Miss Janook. Oh, happy birthday, Stella. That's awesome. Oh, thank you, Holly. This due is the, got home from the late races way too late last night. Didn't wash my hair today, so I just threw it back. So, yeah, I can't get used to being, I love watching Jaden race, and I love going to the races. But I'm so not used to getting home late on a Sunday night and then having to get up and go to work. Oh, but they boarded, and my body is not used to, it's hard to explain. I don't know if y'all have any seen, but like, the cars are like 200 pounds and they actually go up on a pit cart. So every time he races, we have to lift it down. And every time he gets done, we have to lift it back up. And so it's about 200 pounds. And my body's not used to lifting it. Jeff gets the heavy end, but still, that's lots of lifting. So I just need to get in better shape. But Ricardo, you asked about racing. He did so good. His first heat race, he went out and something stupid. He got past last lap, was just devastated, totally devastated. But we did the mom pep talk, and I think he gets tired of hearing me because he just took the shield and flipped it down. But he went out. He ended up getting, he came from 7th and got a 3rd. And then I think he came from 3rd and got a 2nd in one of his other classes. So he podiumed in 2 of his races. And then his other race, which was kind of scary, this never happened. Jeff is the ultimate mechanic. He takes care of things. But they're racing, and all of a sudden, like, there's a fuel leak. And because they run gasoline, it's kind of a big deal. And why is he calling me? He knows I'm on a live. It's a big deal. And so, should I answer this, guys? Just a second. Hello, you're on speakerphone.
Why would I be on speakerphone?
Because I'm doing a live.
Why are you wait?
Say hi to everybody, because I thought it was an emergency.
Oh, I thought you were doing it at 8.
It's always been at 7.
Oh.
Every single time.
Well, I was going to say maybe you could create a link and I could go live with you later and see if we could see some progress over here. But
okay.
I was thinking it was 8.
No,
sorry.
No problem. Bye.
Bye.
I was worried because I'm like, he knows I'm live. I've always done it at 7. But but anyway, to make a long story short, if you look, there's like the fuel line came off our car. There's a huge fuel trail. So like at that point in time, the thing is to get Jaden out of the car and get him safe. They had to red flag the race, take all the kids off the racetrack, and then clean up all the fuel spills. So Jaden wasn't able to finish that race. And I think Jeff was devastated because stuff like that never happens to our cars. But it was just total freak accident. So it happens. And I think he gets really hard on himself. But yeah, guys, my lives have always been at 7, haven't they? I'm pretty sure they have. But that's okay. He's got his brain swirling. He's got at least, yes, everyone's safe. That's all that matters. Jaden he wasn't upset at all because he knows that didn't happen often. mean, some guys always have problems with their car, but okay, I'm not crazy then. Like I said, I think he just has tons of stuff swirling in his mind, and hey, Ricardo, there's just a little thing missing, and I told Jeff, I said, I really think he is going to win a race this year, and the one problem that I will say is for him to finish third in that one race, there was a driver in front of him that he was faster than, but he just he couldn't get past. He couldn't get past. And so he finally, it was like the last 2 laps, he got past her, barely got into her. And so the first thing he said off the track was, "Are you mad at me? I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that." And so we're like, we don't think you need to apologize, but if you feel better, go apologize. And it was neat because he went and apologized, and her parents were like, "Why are you apologizing? You didn't do anything wrong." So I think when he gets used to not driving dirty, but being a little bit more aggressive, I think we're going to see progress. So, yeah, I do think he's going to win. I'm very excited. So, Kim, well, the thing is, I am figuring out my schedule to where I can work from home on Mondays and Fridays. And so then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, he's home by himself part of the time. I am the crazy, crazy mama. Not crazy, he has a list of things he can do before he can do electronics. Take care of the dog, take care of his room, practice saxophone, do 3 rounds of boxing on his Oculus, or practice his martial arts. And so we're really, really looking at trying to figure out a way for him to go to camp, or not have a babysitter per se, but at least one day a week, have somebody that he can go to the pool with. He's in that no man's land that there's not really, he grew out of the camp. He aged out of the camp he's gone to for the last 5 years. So it's kind of tough. It really is hard. We go live at Lake Road. Maybe I can add Jeff once he gets out there, and maybe he can pop on and show y'all what's going on at Lake Road, and he's mowing and doing all that fun stuff. You need to be inside cleaning, but it's nice. It's beautiful here. I love this weather. I absolutely love this weather. Jaden is 12 and a half. So, hey guys, I'm just going to, I really shouldn't do this, but I'm going to. The other night that we went live out at Lake Road, it was funny because I was going to say, and I told Jeff, I'm like, we need to say we're not allowed to say the C word on our channel anymore. But then the C word is very misconstrued. Let me say the C animal. I'm just gonna, and I don't think it's anybody on here, and I don't type his name. Do not type the animal's name. Do not type anything about Lester. Don't type anything. But I think we gave Brenda a run for her money from a moderator standpoint, because it got kind of ugly. Everybody knows her standpoint, and I know some people are trying to defend us, but we can talk about the sea animal as far as color and stuff like that, but we all just need to be nice. And I know, like I said, some people were trying to take that for us, but let's just be nice and let's just avoid that topic, because yeah, Brenda had given Brenda a run for her money. Yes, Jackie, it is hard when there's no real teen groups. And can you filter that word? I don't know. Maybe you can. I feel bad doing it because that we're not. You can private message me and we'll talk about it. But that's what brought us to a lot of people. So it's hard, but at the same time, it just brings out such it brings out not niceness. And so all I'm just asking is, let's be nice. And if that word comes up, let's just kind of ignore or scroll by, or, okay, you can filter that word. Yeah. So, I mean, we'll talk about it, or if we find out we can do it and play nice, that's fine too. But we love everybody here. We want everybody to feel respected and all that fun stuff. And we don't want it to ever be a place where people want to argue or want to bicker or any of that stuff. So that's just my public service announcement. We want this to be a a nice place where we can talk about anything. Let me ask questions. Anybody, this is just going to be like ask anything you want without reason day. Does anybody have questions about me, Jeff, Lake Road, anything? Yeah, thank you, Brenda. I know that was a hard night, and I appreciate you texting. And you're right. It's just be kind. That's all. That's all we ask. That's like we have one rule on our page. Let's just be nice. And there's too much crap in the world. There's too much negativity. There's just too much crap to come to some place that you love or come to some place that you think is a safe place and have to do that. Yes, Jean, I'm very excited about my trip to Kentucky at the end of the month. Hey, Alicia, I'll message you. I'm very excited. I'm excited to see. I've got a baby great nephew and a baby great niece that I haven't seen. And it's just relaxing. You know how you go someplace and you if I stay at home and have a day off, I can find a laundry list of things that I should do. But going home, it's just relaxing. And I always say it's kind of like my soft place to fall. I love sunflowers. I absolutely I adore sunflowers. I think. And I like roses, but they're way, way, way expensive. And I'm too much of a tightwad. Any fun vacations planned this summer? We're in the midst of, we've talked about, we didn't go on a vacation last summer. We want to go on a little vacation, not like a big, like week beach trip, but just, Jeff is talking about taking the camper down to Ocean City, Maryland. And that would be fun. And that's really about it. I would love Jeff to go to Kentucky with me sometime just because my sister-in-law's father, he and Jeff just had this bond from day one. And then when things have not been great with us, it's funny because Bill knew all along. He knew all along, just instinctively. And Bill, unfortunately, is having some like problems with dementia. So I'd love for Jeff to go down there. But definitely like a beach trip. Definitely. Tracy, Jeff and I are doing good. It's not all sunshine and rainbows. Last week was a crappy week. Last week was a rough week. And, but you know, the thing is a rough week didn't turn into a rough month. We addressed it and got to move. Yeah, we addressed it, moved on, talked about it, which is what we've never done before. So like I said, are things perfect? No. But it's not the end all be all. It's like we can get through it. So, hey, somebody just had a great idea to plant sunflowers at Lake Road. That would be wonderful. That's a really great idea. Let's talk Jeff into it. That's wonderful. That would make me happy. Sunflowers would make me so happy. I don't know why they do, but they just make me, they're cool. So yeah, so last week was rough. This week, guys, I can't explain how much more fun racing is. It's just so much like it sounds dumb, but loading the cars and unloading the cars and the race, like I'm not on edge. I don't know if anybody's ever experienced, like always before, like I was waiting for the other shoe to drop or I was waiting for me to do something wrong or was waiting for, an argument to start. And it is so nice going there and realize that I can actually let my guard down. Because I've like I've like kind of stayed in that fight or flight stuff for so long. My nervous system's kind of a train wreck, but it's neat to see it's finally getting better. So it's neat. Oh, thank you. And honestly, guys, I'll be honest, the hair's pulled back because, Lord, I need to color it. It is horrible. And I know somebody was saying I should let it grow out. I can't. I don't know why. I just can't let it grow out. Because like my daddy had beautiful white hair and his sisters had gorgeous, gorgeous white hair. And it looks good on them, but I think it would make me look dead. So, and I'm not ready to do that yet. Absolutely not. So, but no, we're excited. I'm excited about, have I ever had long hair? I've had hair like down to like probably there. But I'm one of those people that I can't grow good hair. Jeff's like, you need to let it go long and you need to get it lighter. And I'm like, well, then you're married to the wrong person, because that's just not me. Yes, Daisy, before it was like a chore, and it was, and how Jeff and I got along affected Jaden on the racetrack. He's such an intuitive kiddo. And now it's just nice. And he knows if he does something on the track, and it's all good. And, we're there to support him if it goes good or if it goes bad. And it's wonderful. Jaden can see such a difference. Ricardo, are you fixing hot dogs for everybody? Because let me tell you, all y'all could have come and eaten that baked ziti Jeff made, because I think we could have had probably 10 meals off of it. It was delicious, but there was a lot of it. If we ever make it again, probably have to cut the recipe in half, because it was delicious, but after the third day, we were kind of done with it. So, hey, Amy, how are ya? Ricardo's making hot dogs for everybody. Talking about living in the moment. I struggle with that every day. In my classroom, maybe 6 months ago, I don't know, we had a lot of loss. That was probably right around a year ago. We had a lot of loss. Just with the nature of our job, we know that a lot of them are medically fragile. We're going to kill, they're going to pass away. Something's going to kill them. They're going to get a bug. Something's a simple cold or something, seizure. We know, but we had like 3 right in a row, and they sent us to, we were fortunate enough to work with somebody that sent us to a grief counselor, and we had a group grief session, and that we had a little stamper where you can make keychains, and one of mine was now, because I have a tendency to live in the past or to worry about the future, but not enjoy the moment right now. And so I think that is something that I'm really, really working on, because it stinks, especially when you're trying to I'm used to trying to be 2 steps ahead. And I know, and I don't know what I said, but somebody, the video with Cinco out in the pasture. It is beautiful, him getting out there, and it was wonderful. But in my brain, I laughed. I said, because there wasn't a real big plan on how to move him. And so Jay's the eternal optimist, and everything typically works out. But I am in 1.2 seconds, I can come out with 20 possible ways that it could go wrong. And so by the time we were out there, I was very anxious. I was very stressed, because I was, like I said, I had pictured, I think Jay and Jeff both, they look at, this is what we're going to do, and it's okay. And my brain automatically goes to, I'm not going to really say I'm negative. I don't think I'm a really negative person, but I can just foresee, he can get in the road. He could run away. He could hurt somebody. He could, it was just all of these things. And so it was very nice going out there with him once he was out to pasture, to spend time with him and to see that it was all good. Everything worked out great. And he is very, very happy. And he has absolutely not used his Easy Up. We went out there after the Lake Road video. We stopped by to drop off the dingo. And we were excited because we could see the blue pop up and we could see Cinco. And he was laying right outside of it. So I think maybe if we were to get hay or something, he would go in it. But he was the closest proximity to the donkey that I'd ever seen. And so it was it was very, very cool. Hey, Alicia, I'm glad we've become a safe space. I really, really am. And you know that we're always here for you, no matter what. So have faith in you, Alicia. You can overcome whatever obstacles are in your path. Yes, he's being a cow. I know. And like I said, Like, we kind of knew he wouldn't use it, but at the same time, with so much rain we've been having, like, I think Jeff and I could go to sleep at night knowing that if he chose to have a shelter, he could. Whether he uses it or not, that was on him. But we love you too, Alicia. So he's not using it. He's like, all these fools, why did they set up a tent? Because I am a cow. And that's just, we're nuts. We love our animals. We absolutely do. Let me see. I'm going to, I was going to try to send Jeff a link, but I don't know how. We should have thought about that before. No clue. Hey, well, I don't know, guys. I may just have him go live out there on his own, because I don't know how to do it without losing y'all, and I don't want to lose you all. So we should have thought about this before he went out there. Let me see. I wonder if I hit invite, copy. No, forget it. I'm not going to mess with it because this is his computer. So I was going to say I could just send it on Messenger, but I could send it on Messenger on my computer. But we should have planned earlier, and we should have done this better. So, anything else going on with anybody that's exciting? We have our trip to Kentucky coming up. We have some national or regional races coming up, which will be like all weekend. And I'm really bad. I can't figure out how to send him the link to join. That's what I was saying. I can't figure out how to do it because I'm on his computer, so I can't send it via Messenger. And I can't send on email. So I don't know. I have to text him link, and then I'd have to be away from y'all because it's a long link. It's a very long link. So maybe when he's Alicia, do you have Jeff's number? Because if you have Jeff's number, I'm going to have you text him and have him let me know, and I'll just post it down here, and he can just link it from here. I'll put it in the comments. So Alicia, if you could do that, let me know. If you could just shoot him a text. Wow, you won $1,000 on a $1 bet Saturday on slot machines. Holy cow. Hey, Brenda, if you want to do that, if you could do that, that would be great. I don't know if he'll respond, but if you could have him text me when he's ready to get on, and I will just post that link in the comment, and hopefully he can just click it and get on. So that is awesome. I would love to win $1,000. That would be so great. Guys, you know, so many, I'm reading here, so many have so much trauma and so many issues in their life. And I'm sorry, but you know, the great thing is it seems like everybody's seeking out help and reaching out, and you know, hopefully this can bring people hopefully our channel, our animals, our goofy, crazy videos if it can bring you 5 minutes apiece. That's what I said. I'm not really great at this, and this is all new to me. And we always say that Jeff and I we don't have a huge farm, and we don't have tons of animals. We're going on this journey, and we're hoping to take you with us. And if this journey can bring anybody 5 minutes of joy, or 5 minutes of laughter, or 5 minutes of being able to get your mind off of the stress in your life, it's worth it. It's worth everything we do. Oh, the horse Barney is going to race again this week. I don't know. Okay, Sandy, it's your husband that was a Barney, right? And because I was a Barney, and I think Sandy's husband was a Barney. So, oh, Marsha, I'm so glad that you've got some answered prayers today. Just being present, boy. I hope, like I said, I just hope our journey it shows you. I think if anything, our journey should show you that you never know what's going to happen. You have absolutely no idea. Oh, a Barney. It's not a Barney. It's a Varney. It's Varney. And that was my last name. And that's her husband's last name. And I think we have some family somewhat intertwined. So it's actually really cool. Actually, you absolutely never give up. Now, the one thing I will say is, to not stay in some place that you're not wanted and you're not safe and it doesn't make you happy and fulfilled. Because going back to where we were, if things stayed the same, I think it would have been very unhealthy for us to stay together, honestly, for everybody. But somehow the sea animal and going down to Texas changed everything. Changed absolutely everything. So I'm glad Marsha got some good prayers. And if you could, I mentioned a while back about my sister, and I don't think she would mind asking for prayers, but she was having some health problems. And so essentially, to make a long story short, they did a biopsy. What they did biopsy was okay, but then there's something underneath it that they couldn't get to biopsy that they're concerned about. And so, because I guess the pancreas is a funky organ, they're going to send her to an oncologist for a PET scan just to see what's going on. So part of it's good. And part of it, my brother's an ER nurse forever, and he had to talk me off the ledge. Oh, Margaret, because there was a little tiff, a little stressful ordeal about it. We can say it as long as we don't talk about him going anywhere or coming to live with us. Let me say that. You can talk about the cute little bull. You can talk about him, but don't talk about he's staying where he is, and that's into the story. Yeah, so that's where it got kind of crazy. But so my brother talked me off the ledge because I'm one of the ones, and I know it's horrible. Like, I like to prepare for the worst, so when it doesn't happen, I'm relieved. And if it does happen, then I'm okay. But he said, until there's something to worry about, we're not going to worry. So that's what I'm going by, because he's pretty brother's pretty no nonsense. Actually, he's been a nurse for over 30 years, and this is his very last week doing nursing. He's a phenomenal ER nurse, phenomenal ICU nurse. He's had a great career. I would love to have him as a nurse, not just because he's my brother, just because he's good at his job, but he's finally getting to retire from it, and I'm so happy for him, because I think nursing has totally changed over the years. Just like nursing changed, teaching changed, everything is totally different than what it used to be. No, it is not her lungs. It is her pancreas. So that's super, super concerning, because that's just her pancreas, and that's just a concerning place to have concerns about potential cancer. So, but my brother said, chill out. Don't worry about it till there's something to worry about. So that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah. So we're Laura, we are going to Texas. We absolutely are. We talked about it the other night. Our big thing right now is just timing. Like, honestly, I would not. I was gonna say I wouldn't be concerned at all about taking Jaden out of school. However, he's starting middle school, so I don't know. I don't know what we would do about that, because it's middle school, and I'm having anxiety about that already. Yeah, I'm having it's one of those things. Sometimes I wish we could just send him to a private school, because our middle school here, it was around COVID. It lost so many teachers just because, from what I understand, its discipline was non-existent. And if I was a teacher, I couldn't be a teacher. I'll be honest. I don't even know if I could teach preschool. So, my brother's plans for retirement. Will you help us? Will he come help us at Lake Road? I don't know. He is. They had their first grandbaby, and so they watch him. And actually, I was talking to him because like I said, he's been a nurse. Where he works, I think he has the opportunity, like if he works 2 days a week at like the reception desk, kind of like the Walmart greeter for hospitals, then they can keep their insurance, vision, they can keep some of their benefits. He would pretty much be working for free, but at least they could keep their benefits. And it would be, that's what I was telling him though, it would be so wonderful to have a job that when you leave, you can leave it at work. And I don't know exactly what he did, but like it'd be like if a nurse called off midnight because he was kind of like the overseer, then he would have to go in last minute, or he'd get calls at 2 a.m. about nurses bickering or nurses not getting along. So my thing is, no matter what you do, you can leave it there. And oh wow, hope sixth grade was his first year in middle school. Yeah, see, I'm just really stressed about it. I can't let him know about it. And then he has a friend, which I don't know exactly how to. Anyway, he has a friend. Let's stay at that. That like told Jaden, like, I don't think you're going to do very good in middle school. I don't think you're going to do very good. I'm like, thanks a lot. Because that's all he needs is somebody to plant that little seed in his brain that he's not going to do good. And that is not good. Sorry, I'm just, you know what, okay, it's not Jeffrey. Because the funny thing is I keep my thing on mute because, keep everything on mute because I yell at him about notifications coming through. So, yeah, it's not, I know, it's not. And yeah, let me just shush right now. Yeah, it's a kiddo that has older siblings, but I'm just like, there's been several instances like that, but I'm like, don't tell him that. No. My thing is, the problem is Jaden is a social creature. Jaden loves people. And I think, I don't think I could homeschool him because I think he would feel so isolated. And that's definitely what he does not need. I just wish we were in, let me say, I just wish we were, I think middle school's rough anyway. I think our school district is really, really rough. Wedding pictures. Where was that? I was thinking the other day, I found them and I don't know where they are. I will find them and I will post them. The next time I'm on here, I will show you our wedding pictures because I don't know where they are. Yeah, he's a social butterfly, but it really, really worries him when other kids don't. We've had to have so many talks about who are you responsible for? You're responsible for yourself. You're not responsible for what somebody else does. And oh my God, he came home the other day, guys. And like, I would not even tell my friends at work what this one kid said because, it was so vulgar and it was so disgusting that actually Jaden asked me, like, what does this mean? I'm like, I'm not even going to share it with you. Not now. And the kid actually wasn't able to go on their field trip. But holy crap. Like, these are sixth graders. How in the same heck do they know what this is? Oh, dear God, I'm not ready for that. Just a second, honey. Wait just a second. I'm going to back up here. Something about... Yes, we'll show you wedding picture. Let's go back down here. I'm sorry, guys. We've always talked about. We've always talked about going to Lester's, and we are working on Lake Road. I think we're on a really big push with Lake Road right now. Like I said, Jeff, I think is going to rent that machine maybe this week. Just a second. This is Knucklehead. Let's see. Hello.
Yes, they're telling me to text and call.
Okay, listen for a second. Slow your roll. I'm going to post an invite just in the comments. So you can click on that and
you just got to tell everybody else not to.
I will, but it will tell me who it is.
Oh, okay.
So it will be you, and we will click you on here, and you can join.
All right, when are you doing that?
I will do that at 7:40.
All right, what time is it now?
7:36.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Guys, remind me at 7:40 to post that link. Right, we're working hard on Lake Road. We're really super. Every time I go out there, I get a little bit more excited, and I still think it is so bizarre that I'm excited because I'm not a farm girl. I can't say I grew up in a city. I grew up in a small town, and hey, Kathy, I know I can text him, but he's here. Okay, let me just do it right now. Okay, where is it here? Invite a guest. Copy. Okay, guys, let's see if this works. Paste. Enter. SK Stelter. Can you use that link? Let's see what happens. Then I forgot how it tells me if somebody's on here. Let's see. This is a test of StreamYard. Yeah, and honestly, let me say, the way things are right now, and I said this before, is that when Jeff and I have a common goal, and this has been even when we've been in our most stressful times. Like with let me say, I'll put, for example, before it's on, like his dad. When we have a common goal or a common, there's Jeffrey Stelter. Okay, what is it? Add to stage. Are you there?
We're here.
Hey guys. Hey Jamie.
You hear us?
We can hear you.
Oh yeah.
Can you all hear them?
I can't see the chat, so.
Me too.
Okay.
Are we good?
Yeah, I think you're good. Guys, can you hear him? I can hear him.
Nice.
Yep, they can hear you.
We're here. We're live. We're at Lake Road.
So how's Lake Road?
So I just got done. I can't figure out how to turn my camera around.
Well, don't lose us. Just
No, that's what I mean. But I'll try to show you the best I can. So I was able to. Now I haven't been here that long. Hang on, my pants are stuck. Don't want the lawnmower to rip my pants off. So back behind me, if you remember, that's where all the electric fence was that ran down. Yep. We went through and we pulled all that out now. And this is the part I'm excited. Yeah, so, and up here, I just got done cutting our first path through and made it the whole way over to the tree line. We pulled all this electric fence out that was along here. So, yeah.
So you're putting him to work, huh?
Well, he's not working. This is what he's doing.
Oh.
But yeah, we're making progress. We're making progress. So.
What? Oh, is he showing off a little bit?
I got video of him doing. What are you doing? Oh, you're going. Just be careful. Don't go flying.
God, he's showing off.
You know the good thing?
What's the good thing?
I didn't see any snakes, and I had to move a couple pieces of wood. So.
Oh. How are the bugs?
The bugs are horrible. I'm getting eat up, but I didn't put the stuff on. I wanted to get here and get started, because we got daylight yet. So
it takes like 2 seconds.
To what? I know.
Instead of getting eaten alive. Hello. There you
I
are.
want to see if I'm trying to move the camera around backwards, but it's fine. I'm not going to stay on here that long. I'm going to continue to mow. Apparently my path was okay.
And I was telling him that you're thinking about renting the machine.
Yeah, so I don't think I'm going to do that this week.
Okay.
Because just like doing this kind of stuff, I don't want to have the machine sitting here while I'm doing this kind of stuff. I feel like I need to get the pass mode in, set up string lines, and do all the things, and then get the machine. So when the machine's here, we go.
Okay.
And the reason I was thinking about getting the machine this week was because it's sitting over at Jay's, and he's going to be done with it Wednesday, and it would have been kind of cool to just have them drop it off here. But it ain't going to cost me any more or any less, because it's still like $200 to use the trailer. So.
Okay, because that's actually what we were talking about that today, because I know you were anxious to get it.
Yeah, I was, but
weren't quite prepared enough to get it.
No, but I'd like to at least get. So my thoughts are, see what you think. So here's my thoughts about the fencing. So down there where the wire spool is, I'm thinking about just doing the fencing to there for now.
Okay.
So that would be everything you see here, about halfway to the field. What do you think? And then they would have all this. And then while their animals are here, we can continue to work on other things. We can get like our little goat mountain set up. We can get the pink shed. Like that would be shelter for the goats for now.
I think we just, wait till you need it. Jaden is having fun with 4-wheeler. Yes.
Yeah.
But I think just getting started.
Yep, that's what I think. I think, like I said, we're going to get some of this mowed down. My original plan was there ain't no way they're going to eat all this. There ain't no way. So I need to mow it down, or at least mow a path that we could set string lines up, because you got to have string lines up so you get your posts nice and straight and nice and even. And then I think the next step will be to get our gates established, get corners established, and then we can start laying out fencing and doing all them things. So
I think that sounds like a plan. I think we need. Hi, Sandy.
Yeah.
We can see you. Yeah, I think that's a plan, and I feel like we're making progress. I think we're heading in the right direction.
Right. Here comes my help.
I think it looks really peaceful out there.
It's beautiful out here.
Did he just fly by you?
Yeah, this is what we do. It's called buzzing the tower.
Oh.
He's going to blow the horn probably.
No.
I thought you would blow the horn for sure.
Don't encourage.
Do you have anything you'd like to say? No, they don't need to hear the horn.
Hey, Jaden. Now listen, I was telling everybody how good you did in your race.
Here, hold this. I got to get some bug spray. Do you want some?
Sure. So,
they have bugaboo, but they just.
True.
So we were telling them how great you did in your race yesterday.
I did do good.
You did do really good. Yeah, and I was telling them how you thought you needed to apologize to our one little friend, but her parents didn't think you needed to. Hey, hold the phone still. You're making me motion sick. Woo! I'm real serious. Hold it really still. Thank you, buddy. So, I was bragging on you. Hello. We want to see your face.
Hey.
Relax. Does he help Dad a lot? Yes, he will help Dad a lot. Dad has a really bad tendency of...
You need it.
Dad has a bad tendency of asking Jaden.
Oh my God, I got it.
I bugabooed him. It's all natural. You could drink it if you wanted to.
Jaden did great yesterday. Jeff has a really bad thing of asking him. Like, hey, buddy, will you come help me? I'm like, no, we don't give him a choice. You say, Hi.
It's all right. It's good for you. Won't get bugs in your mouth.
Did you spray in his mouth?
Yeah, it's all natural.
But yeah, we've been working on that because Jeff, I'm like, you don't ask him. He's a child. You tell him, like, hey, because I don't know if you're on here when we were talking about like every single day he has. Oh my God, he's like a kid. You're like a child. Every day he has like a huge list of chores to do.
Hey, Mom.
Yes, sir.
You know who is probably on the live right now?
Don't say it.
Justin.
Hey! All right, I'm going to get off of here because I got work to do. Thanks, everybody, for joining in. I did a little bit of video. I was here, not much. Maybe we'll do a little more before we leave. That way you can kind of see that we're not out here just loafing off. So remember, what if? All right.
Have fun, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Okay. They're having fun. Yeah, what was it? Oh, today, actually, he's like, Jaden, do you want to go out to Lake Road with me? And I was like, I don't know. I'm like, no. I was like, here's the deal. If you're getting a donkey and we're getting our animals, then you're going to go out to Lake Road because that's just what you do. So I think Jeff maybe thinks I'm mean when I do that. But like kiddos that age don't have the brain power. I mean, they need guidance. They need to tell you them what to do. And it would be different if he was at school all day or he was tired or something was wrong. He just sometimes would rather sit on his butt and watch TV. And it's too beautiful out there. And the thing is, I know, and it's kind of like me too sometimes, like once you get there, it's wonderful. It's heavenly. It's peaceful. He gets outside. He rides his four-wheeler. He helps Jeff. And that's what he needs. I mean, he needs just to be a boy. And yeah. Because I'm like, well, then if you're not gonna do anything, if you're not gonna help with the farm, then what are we doing? And when you put it that way, they actually is gotten really, really cute about, for some reason, yesterday on the way home, he's like, because like I said, I give him chores, but he's like, Mom, what can I do to help Royce with Royce during the day? So he's today he learned how to, I don't want him to overfeed Royce, but like how much food to give Royce. And then Royce will bark at you until you put cheese on his food. And so he's learning that. He's learned how to wash his clothes, which I won't let him do without me quite yet, but we're getting there. Yes, he needs that feeling of helping. Absolutely. And like I said, it's always the case of, I'm not sure, but then once he gets out there, he has a blast. Bonnie says, we knew what was expected of us, and there was no negotiation. Dad was a police officer, so that's that. Yeah, I think honest, oh gosh, okay, I'm just going to be short on our soapbox. I think we give our kids like boundaries, expectations, and rules are what kids thrive on. I honestly think it's more, and I think it's from my background too. That's what I tell Jeff. It's actually, it's actually not great for kids not to give them those. They need that. They don't have the capacity. So, Sandy, I just have to tell y'all a real quick Royce story. The other day, Jaden was getting ready to go out to the races. We put Royce in a crate while Jaden's racing because I'm always fearful that some little kid's going to come to the trailer when he's on his leash, and Royce would never hurt them, but he would jump on them. So we put him in the crate. The other day, Jaden's going out. I'm like, we've got to get him in his crate. So I'm like, Jaden, go get him a hot dog. So Jaden goes, gets him a hot dog. He goes in his crate, no problem. Now at the races, you tell him to get in his crate, he looks at you. You try to get him to go in his crate, he puts his brakes on and pulls back as hard as he can. So now, up at the snack shack, they'll be like, so Jaden, do you want a hot dog for you or for your dog? So he's taught us to give him a hot dog. Yeah, we're really bad. We're not great with dogs. He's so spoiled. Yes, children thrive with rules and expectations. Yep. And that's what Jess said. Jess said, from now on, we're going to take our own hot dogs because the hot dogs at the snack shack get a little expensive. And the worst thing they've started doing is you can open a tab at the beginning of the day. And so, like, they said you'd be amazed at like how much the tab gets for some of these families because all the kids can go up and just order whatever they want. Just they say, put it on my tab. So Jane doesn't do that. He gets a few things and then at the end of the day he gets ice cream and that's about it. So what do y'all think of Lake Road? You think we're making slowly but surely making progress? Yes, Wawa chicken and hot dogs. So I think I'm excited. I want Cinco over there. He's happy where he is, but I want him over there. The goats. I want to get Finley. I'm very excited about Finley and Cinco. I think they're going to be fun together. There's just so many positive things, and life's going good. And like I said, there are a lot of people in my life that don't really understand it. However, I will say that if I knew somebody like me and this change had occurred, I would have said they were crazy and I wouldn't have believed it either, nor would have I understood it. So it is what it is. And I've learned my whole life, I've tried to figure out why and why something happened and always question it. But I'm kind of learning that sometimes you just have to accept things at face value and just accept things for how they are and appreciate them, love them, and just move on. Oh, I'm sorry. I saw they're getting 5 Wawas in Louisville. I have to tell my sister. I want Buc-ee's. That's what I want. But I don't think they're going to have to put Buc-ee's up north. Doesn't sound like a northern kind of store. So, yeah, it a little. Actually, the funny thing is though, Cindy, I think actually Cinco going out to pasture and seeing how happy he is has actually spurred us to go a little bit quicker, which is it's a good thing. It's a really, really good thing, and we're really excited about. I'm excited about getting our camper over there. I think that'll kind of be a game changer because I think it'll just be then it'll be someplace to relax and he can work and we can work and we can relax there at the same time. Oh, so there's one Virginia on 81 about 3 hours away from Mechanicsburg. There actually is a sign on the Pennsylvania Turnpike that how many miles, like 500 and some miles to Buc-ee's. So I was thinking the pop-up tent was great content. We really, really wanted him to use it. We did. I tried everything to get him in it. He finally came in it. He did get a little, don't know if you'll say, got a little sassy. But the funny thing is he responds, because Jeff said I was mean to him. I don't know if you saw, he was like doing his little horns, and all you could do is like make a really loud noise, and he backs right up. So I think he is a good boy. He's just misunderstood. He's misunderstood. But like Jeff and I were talking about, like, I don't think we're changing. I think getting them fixed changes their hormones. But I think sometimes we expect them not to be steers, or not, like some animals just have characteristics that no matter what you do, I mean, like, well, I was going to use the man thing. Like, they are who they are by nature. It will take some of the aggression out, but I don't think Cinco was ever aggressive at all. I just think he was a big galoot. Well, he was a little galoot, let's say that, because Chuck will always be the big galoot. While I think as donkeys moved away from shelter, the bad weather, I missed that. I think the donkeys have been in there. The donkeys have been down there for a while. The male donkeys have been down there for quite a while. And then when we were out there, what day? Memorial Day, Jay just decided to put him out to pasture. And And so that's where he is. And he actually is really, really happy. He seems very happy. He's grazing all the time. It's nice to see him in a big area. So I think that was just, I think because the weather was getting warmer, it was just time for him to have some more grass. So that is the plan. You went to the Becky's, and I've never stepped foot in one of them. And like I said, I don't know if y'all heard, Jeff got me one pillow from there on the way back from Texas, and Royce decided to eat it. So if Jeff would let Jaden help more, he would feel more like it's his home too. Yeah, I think, and I do think he's helping him some, but I think he also wants Jaden to have a little fun out there. But I think we're definitely as things go on. I mean, Jaden knows that when we get animals, he definitely has, he definitely has to help more. Yeah, like I said, like Flo, right? I think as the weather got prettier, that it was just time to move Cinco, and especially as they were doing the barn clean out, it just worked out really, really well. Oh yeah, his little eyesight is, Cinco's eyesight is, I wonder what he sees sometimes. So prepare to spend time and money. And yeah, if I go to Becky's, I want plenty of time to look. Right, the donkeys do have the trailer for shelter if need be, and they go in there a lot. Not a lot, but when the weather's bad, or sometimes they'll just go in there. So yeah, everybody's happy, everybody's content, everybody's well taken care of, and that's all we can ask for. Cinco's everybody's happy. Jay's taking phenomenal care of everybody. So that's all we could ask for. And, we're really blessed and grateful that he has been so incredibly good to us. And we're excited. Jaden will feel more important with more things to do at Lake Hurd, yes. And that's something, too, that we need to work on a little bit because, and you know how life goes. Sometimes you're like, I can do it faster. I can, and I think a lot of times when Jeff has like a timeline, and I do too, I'll admit, like with washing clothes, when there's a timeline, it's like, I'll just do it myself. But my mom was like that too. So there's a lot of things I didn't learn because she could just do it herself. So we need to work on that. Yeah, shelters needed to give them a cool spot with the sun. So, maybe Cinco will end up using Easy Up, or maybe he'll end up using it as a toy. You never know. Who knows? But all I know is he's happy. Everybody's happy, and Jeff and I are doing great. Yeah, Jaden showed him there on the live. Yeah, but everybody's happy and life's good. Just trudging along, and I am just, honestly, I could not ask for a better way to spend a Monday than to spend it with y'all. But I'm going to hop off here and let you all have the rest of your Monday evening. But we love y'all. Everybody that needs prayers, will definitely keep you in our prayers. And if you need anything we didn't address, I missed a comment, feel free to shoot me an email at adventuresoforioandjoey.com, at gmail.com. Sorry, guys. But have a great, great evening. And we love y'all. And remember, what if?